everyone, and welcome to the first ever episode of Language with Lindsey, Abroad Edition. In this episode, I will be uncovering the various phrases used amongst Americans, Canadians, and people from all over Britain. So, what can you expect? You can expect to hear some phrases that are commonly spoken by people who are American, Canadian, and British, know when to use those phrases, what they mean, and the benefits. So let's get into some British phrases. The first phrase we're going to look at has three variations. Get me a cuppa, fancy a cuppa, and head off for a cuppa. So this phrase means that the person is either asking for someone to get them some tea or coffee, if they would like some tea or coffee, or if they would like to go and grab some tea or coffee together. And the usage for that is used for asking about tea and coffee. The next phrase we're going to look at is, are you having a laugh? Meaning, are you out of your mind? You can't be serious. This phrase is used when a person is trying to figure out if the other person is able to comprehend the point of the conversation. The next phrase we're going to look at is dull as dishwater. Now, you may be thinking, what is dull as dishwater? Well, the meaning is exceedingly, as in super boring or horribly plain, and is used to describe something that is not very appealing. The last and final phrase of this series that we're going to look at is drop a clanger. Now, this means that when someone makes an obvious mistake or error, or as the British say it best, terrible fox pass. And the usage for this is if someone is doing something wrong and it is too obvious that they cannot deny it. Now we'll look at some American phrases. The first phrase we're going to look at is go Dutch. Now, this has nothing to do with being Dutch or finding someone who is Dutch. The meaning of this is everyone in the group pays for themselves and is used when going out as a group. So, if you're an organizer of a group and you're wanting people to pay for themselves, you will say go Dutch. The next phrase we're going to look at is bite the bullet. This phrase means accepting that something inevitable is about to happen, whether good or bad, and is used as an affirming statement to encourage positive thoughts about an uncertain situation or outcome in life. The third phrase of this series is don't bite the hand that feeds you. This means to not mistreat the person who is trying to help you out, and is used for reminding someone to be appreciative of the help others offer to them. The fourth and final phrase of this series is absence makes the heart grow fonder. This statement means that being away for some time will cause a person to care about you and for you more than they ever have, and is used for when a person goes away for a while and another person longs for them because they care about them. And now we'll get into some Canadian phrases. The last set of phrases we'll be looking at. The first phrase we're going to look at is fill your boots. This phrase is meaning to do whatever you want or help yourself, and is used in the mainland Canada, such as Newfoundland, to be hospitable towards guests or people of company. The next phrase we're going to look at in this series is gong show. You heard me right, people, gong show. And the meaning of this is when something goes to complete chaos or gets way out of hand, and is used when debriefing or reflecting on a chaotic event that took, such as, were you at that party? It was a gong show. The next phrase we'll be looking at is one that I personally have never used, but it's still very current to Canadian society, and that is kerfuffle, meaning two or more Canadians who disagree with each other about something. And it's used when trying to express a disagreement and what it turned into by the end of it. And finally, the last and final phrase of this series is out for a rip. And that can mean many things to someone who's not Canadian. But for us Canadian folk, it means someone is going out for a drive, as in off-roading or snowmobiling, or hanging out with friends and relaxing. This phrase is used to communicate what a person will be doing when they're out and about. So what exactly are the benefits of this? Well, whether traveling abroad or local, knowing these phrases will help you, the trusted traveler, understand what to say and when to say it, while acknowledging their meanings. Say no more to using a translator or a translation app, and say hello to understanding the language. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my video, and if you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more future content, and as always, have a good one. And be sure to check out the references on this slide by visiting the following websites. Take care.